Today we are covering designing Microsoft Azure infrastructure solutions. To find the complete list of questions and answers, please go to the playlist link provided in the description. Question is, you have 5 .NET Core applications that run on 10 Azure virtual machines in the same subscription. You need to recommend a solution to ensure that the applications can authenticate by using the same Azure Active Directory Azure AD identity. The solution must meet the following requirements. Ensure that the applications can authenticate only when running on the 10 virtual machines. Minimize administrative effort. What should you include in the recommendation? To answer, select the appropriate options in the answer area. This is the answer area. And this is the correct answer. Next question is, you have an Azure Active Directory Azure AD tenant. You plan to use Azure Monitor to monitor user sign-ins and generate alerts based on specific user sign-in events. You need to recommend a solution to trigger the alerts based on the events. What should you include in the recommendation? To answer, select the appropriate options in the answer area. This is the answer area. Next question is, your company deploys an Azure App Service web app. During testing, the application fails under load. The application cannot handle more than 100 concurrent user sessions. You enable the always on feature. You also configure auto-scaling to increase counts from 2 to 10 based on HTTP queue length. You need to improve the performance of the application. Which solution should you use for each application scenario? To answer, select the appropriate options in the answer area. This is the answer area. And this is the correct answer. Next question is, you have an Azure subscription that is linked to an Azure Active Directory premium plan to tenant. The tenant has multi-factor authentication (MFA) enabled for all users. You have the named locations shown in the following table. You have the users shown in the following table. You plan to deploy the conditional access policies shown in the following table. For each of the following statements, select yes if the statement is true. Otherwise, select no. First statement. To ensure that the conditions in CA1 can be evaluated, you must enforce an Azure Active Directory Azure AD Identity Protection User Risk Policy. Options are yes or no. We will see the answers further. Second statement is to ensure that the conditions in CA2 can be evaluated. You must enforce an Azure Active Directory, Azure AD, identity protection sign-in risk policy. Options are yes or no. Third statement is to ensure that the conditions in CA3 can be evaluated. You must deploy Microsoft Endpoint Manager. Options are yes or no. Correct answer for the first statement is no. Correct answer for the second statement is no. Correct answer for the third statement is yes.